Hi, my name is Miguel Lopez de Leon. I'm the author of several young adult, middle grade, and dark fantasy novels. Today I wanted to talk to you about book launches. Book launches. Maybe a lot of you are thinking whether or not you should do one, and I just wanted to share my experiences. This isn't right or wrong, it's just my experience. I've had several book launches. Some of them have been big events, some of them have been small, intimate dinners with friends, and some have been more commercial in nature. And I've had several book launches that were basically dinner parties. I invited a relatively small group, served simple to eat food. My paperbacks were prominently displayed. I photographed the event. I photographed the books. Sometimes I would videotape it. If it was okay with everyone present, I would use that on my social media, on my website. Does putting the videos and photographs of these launches on the internet, does that help directly with book sales? And I have found what it does seem to do is if someone is on the fence about buying one of my books and they don't really know about me as an author and they're 50-50, like they're not sure, if they Google my name or the name of my book and they see a bunch of events and they see a bunch of photographs or videos, which one, gives the book and the project and myself credibility, and two, just shows that it's a product that's being actively promoted, chances are that consumer, if they're on the fence about buying it, if they're already interested in the book and what the book's about and they're okay with the price, then they'll be more interested and more inclined to buy the product. Rather than if they looked online, looked at my website, looked at my social media, there was nothing there, then if that's the case, they probably will lean towards no. Especially if other authors are being heavily promoted. Now, of course, if you know all the local press, if you have a large budget for a book launch, if you have a venue, like maybe a big house, or maybe you just have access to a large space where you could have a book launch, then obviously use it. Use every advantage you have. But if you don't let that stop you. It could be defined as anything you want. It's just a way to commemorate and to celebrate your book, your new product. Not just as a personal achievement with you as an author, but also for the product itself, to sort of introduce it to the world. Do you need to have a book launch? No. But I found it to be really nice events. So if you don't have a large budget, I just treat it like a dinner party. So you could have some simple food, maybe some simple appetizers that you make yourself or buy at the store, the groceries. You could make it as interesting or as complicated as you want. I've found that it helps, and it's kind of cool to have food that's connected with your book. For example, in some of my books, chocolate is heavily featured in the story. So my launches had a lot of chocolate and sweets. What I usually do is I get a cake, that laser printer that prints icing. A lot of bakeries have that. You just send them an image of your book cover and they can print it with icing on the top of the cake. And people seem to like that, and I think it's kind of cool. It's a special cake for your book cover. Maybe on each placemat at the table, you could put a copy of your book. Or let's say your book is only on Kindle, you could gift it to people there and, just have them download it onto their phone. It could be a picnic. It could be a cocktail party. It could be a breakfast, with people who maybe don't like going out at night or whatever. You could have coffee. It's whatever you want. Also in terms of, making it a theme. If it's a horror story, you could make it a dark dinner party that's all candlelit. You could make it a costume party. If, let's say, your book takes place during, Halloween or Victorian times or whatever the theme is in your book, you could have a costume party that would make excellent pictures and video. If it's a romance, you could buy flowers. It's whatever represents your book well. You could even go have the cover of your book, the cover image, blown up, printed like a poster, and you could have that somewhere and people could take photographs in front of it, maybe for Instagram or maybe for your website, Facebook. There's so many things you could do for a really low budget that could make it a fun, special event. It's an opportunity for you to either sell or give out copies of your book. It's just a fun thing to do that your friends and your family will remember. Or again, if you know people, you could invite local journalists, local bloggers, the press. Maybe they won't come, but if they do, great. It's It's just something to show that you're actively engaged in its promotion. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.